Man, it's a good day in society, fellas. They cut these food stamps. Cooch right back to being $40 again, man.
Imagine saying all of that, not in a barbershop, not in a group chat, but publicly and with your whole chest, and with a Bible verse in your bio.
With a lot of crash going on in the United States, especially with the United States government shutting down, it's been said that this next coming month, especially with the holiday around, food stamp is being taken out, and a lot of women are literally on the internet crying and talking about how this food stamp is going to affect them and affect their family, and even them be able to provide food on the table for themselves and their children. And why on that conversation you were also seeing a rapid amount of men excited at the fact that food stamp is being taken away. And this has struck a conversation. There's this particular one that's gotten a lot of people talking, because this man is talking about how now that the food stamp is being taken away by the government, cushion will be $40. This man has reduced women, telling men that get ready, these women are going to keep coming, and they are super excited. And this is not the first time I'm making a video about this. There was the other one I did the other time saying, nah, yes, women are going to come to men and need men. And now this one is talking about how Cooch is going to be $40 now that food stamping. And for me, this is just a disgusting behavior. Anyway, guys, let's go check out this man talking about how men should move, especially now that food stamp has gone, people's reaction to it, and then we'll come back and talk more.
I just finally got confirmation that food stamps is officially cut for next month. About 2 months ago, I stopped eating dinner almost every night of the week so that my boyfriend and I could have enough food left over to have lunch the next day. This was before we were about to lose our food stamps. Mind you, we both work.
I don't think that we really realize the depth that this is, the damage that this is going to do, but the women, the mothers, and the families, but the mothers especially, who are going to go without meals so their children don't have to. I know that I will absolutely be one of those mothers.
But because we have children, and because aftercare and before care is too expensive, I've taken a job that's basically minimum wage so that I can be there to pick up my kids. I cannot fathom what we're gonna do without that food stamp money, because if I already couldn't eat dinner with that food stamp money,
I'm so tired of seeing people say like, oh, well, maybe if you had a job, you could get your groceries, or, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't have to depend on stamp. I work full time. Thank you. And I do rely on stamps because guess what? It's not enough money in this economy for me to be able to pay bills and get stuff that we need and provide for my 2 kids. So yes, I depend on stamps. And I have a full-time job. So please know that people out here depend on stamps is not because we out here just mooching off the government. It's because we literally need that to provide for our family.
I work hard every single day. I get up every single day and clean houses, and I still rely on food stamps to feed my 6 children because the prices are so high. It's unrealistic to think about not having food stamps. Next month, I'm so terrified because 6 babies are always eating. Plus myself, I eat about 1 meal a day, but still.
Man, it's a good day in society, fellas. They cut these food stamps. Cooch right back to being $40 again, man. Yep. So go on, get your wallets ready. Go on, get ready for the hey big head text. Go on, get ready for the I ain't seen you in a while stranger. Just get ready for all them type of text messages. This is the moment we all been waiting for. Government assistance that made these women feel like they don't need a man in the household. And now they about to see how much they actually need a man around. Yep, Cooch about to be a lot cheaper now, man. Y'all tap in, y'all get ready. You know that girl that want to text you back a few months ago? She's gonna be texting you back. She's gonna be hitting you back blazing speed. As long as you can keep some groceries in that fridge, she got you, bro. Your new Cooch subscription is putting groceries in that fridge. That ain't nothing about $150 a month. Keep us some ground beef in there, some chicken, you know, a little steak here and there, woo, produce, all that. You good, bro. You ain't gotta do much now. Shout out to Trump, man. Yeah. Shout out Trump.
First time a video like this showed up on my For You page, I was like, all right, whatever. Second time, I was like, okay, hold up. Third time, I was like, oh, y'all are really getting online and saying some dumb, ignorant shit like this. Why is it always the men? Why is it always the men trying to dog somebody, okay? Yo, what y'all need to do is be dogging us damn stuff. And the only thing that you're letting me know is you gotta pay to play. You gotta pay to play because apparently you can't get that shit for free. Mm-hmm. You sitting here trying to dog women. You sitting here thinking you're doing something. Oh, $40 for Coochie, babe. Babe, what does that say about yourself? You're sitting here trying to dog everybody. Baby, the only person you're dogging is yourself. And then you got other fellas in the comments sitting here trying to gas you up, thinking that you did something. I saw a comment from a baby daddy literally saying, oh, well, I guess my girl's not getting the child support unless she, essentially puts out. And I was like, do y'all not realize you're not willing to give your mother child support for your child? You're sitting here trying to equivalent feeding your child to getting coochie. And y'all are really on the internet saying this shit and y'all think y'all are doing something. You think you ate? You really think you ate with this shit?
Man, it's a good day in society, fellas. They cut these food stamps. Cooch right back to being $40 again, man. Don't get ready for the hey big head text. Don't get ready for the I ain't seen you in a while stranger. Just get ready for all them type of text messages.
Imagine saying all of that, not in a barbershop, not in a group chat, but publicly and with your whole chest, and with a Bible verse in your bio. Which scripture and verse did the Bible tell him to go out there and pay for it? But clearly he's the kind of man that has to. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. They need women to be desperate because they know that desperate women settle. The only reason why some of them are here is because their mother settled for their father. Sometimes social media tends to glamorize the idea of a man taking care of you, but please understand these are some of the kind of men that want to. Not because they genuinely love and appreciate you, but because they want you to be desperate for their money. They don't care how you feel about them. They don't care if you hate their guts. They just want to know that once I get you, you are stuck with me. But some women would rather starve than be with a man like you. And you're perfectly okay with that, despite the Bible verse in your bio. You only seem to know the one scripture. What about the one that says, he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing, not he who payeth $40 for it? More than likely, he's probably just trolling, and this is probably rage bait. But again, back to the same Bible. For what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Not every woman can be bought, and especially not for
$40. Man, it's a good day in society, fellas. They cut these food stamps. Cooch right back to being $40 again, man.
Men will always seek out vulnerability to exploit because a lot of these men know that on their own merit, with their own charm, intellect, attractiveness, they can't access women. They need some way to exploit women in order to have access to women. It has always been like that. Men have always intentionally sought out vulnerability to exploit, whether it's age, whether it's poverty, whether it's insecurity, low self-esteem, anything that they can use to exploit you, to get access to you, they will use it because they themselves know that they do not have the capacity, they do not have what it takes to actually be likable, to actually be desired without force, without some means of exploitation. I mean, can you imagine how little you have to think of yourself to know that you have to wait till there's some type of vulnerability that you can exploit to have access to a woman's body? Like, and with no shame, this video has over 200,000 views and it has over 20,000 likes. Now, keep in mind, women, children, disabled people, the elderly are all impacted by this. But the only thing a man can think about is his ability to exploit, who he can exploit because of this situation.
Coochie right back to being $40 again, man.
I swear this is the most predatory shit I've ever heard in my life. So basically, you're sitting over here waiting for her and her children to get hungry enough and desperate enough because they're taking away the EBT SNAP benefits so that she will have to do whoop-de-woo with you in order to collect your small chicken change, $40 for food. That's what your hope, dream, and aspiration is. At this point, I can tell that the heart of men is really wicked. Just be careful how you prey on people's pains and sufferings. Because the same thing you're hoping and wishing upon them could turn around and be your own daughter's portion, your sister's portion, your niece's portion, even your nephew's portion one day. Be careful what you speak. I'll just say this. If it were me, I don't get EBT snaps and all those other ones. But if I was somebody that was in that situation and I had the choice to either mess around with somebody like you for them $40, I would prefer to just switch teams entirely. I would prefer to be a lesbiana. I'm serious. I would prefer to just go ahead and be a full-blown lesbian before I would ever descend so low to sleep around and collect $40 for a meal. Some of y'all men need to really start thinking before you say something.
As a woman, you should always have your own money. And part of the reason why is if you watch how a lot of these men are acting when it comes to this food stamp situation and how a lot of them are very happy and excited because they think that it's about to put a lot of women in survival mode to the point where those women are going to need them. I don't know why any loser would want a woman who want them strictly off of survival. Right? She don't genuinely want you. She wants you because her food stamps got cut off and she need food for her house. Right? What type of loser are you to where that's a compliment? Right? That makes you feel good. That the only reason why you got chosen is because somebody need food in their house. I just want to know what make y'all men think that these women are single. A lot of these women that be getting these food stamps keep a man. They keep a Pookie up in that house eating up that food that they buying with them food stamps. So I don't know what you talking about. You banking on them needing you. They already got a bum. They don't need to wait around for you to do nothing either. But that's really sad that you sitting around waiting and hoping that these women gonna be so down bad, so bad off from not being able to buy food that they gonna just go ahead and choose you. That's sad. That is pathetic. I would hate to know that somebody only chose me because they ain't had no food in their house.
I just watched a man say he's happy food stamps are gone because now women will have no choice but to sleep with men for $40.
Man, it's a good day in society, fellas. They cut the food stamps. Cooch right back to being $40 again.
$40?
Yep. So go on, get your wallets ready. Go on, get ready for the hey big head text.
You're not hearing confidence, you're hearing predation. Because imagine celebrating poverty because you think it'll make women desperate enough to sleep with you. These types of men don't want connection. They want control. They don't want a woman who wants them. They want a woman who's too broke to say no. You could be a decent person, build a personality, some emotional intelligence, maybe a little stability. But no, instead you're rooting for hunger and homelessness because it's the only way you think you'll get a text back. Sir, if it takes the collapse of social programs for you to get a date, maybe you are the problem. What's terrifying is how normalized this mindset has become. We've gone from be a provider to let's see how broke I can make women so they'll depend on me. That's not masculinity, that's manipulation. It's predatory. It's not funny, it's not edgy, it's economic coercion. And if you can watch that clip and not feel disgusted, you are part of the problem. No real man wants a starving woman. A real man wants a woman who chooses him, not one who is forced to.
Man, it's a good day in society, fellas. They cut the food stamps.
People like this are so freaking disgusting. Not to mention, most of the women you're talking about wouldn't need to be on government assistance if they didn't have deadbeat baby daddies who didn't know how to be a father, how to be a good man. It's people like you that are the reason women are on it. Women don't just give birth to a kid thinking, yep, I know I don't have any way to raise them, but that's okay. No, usually there's promises. Usually there's a baby daddy involved who's all about it until, responsibility slaps you in the face. And now all of a sudden, you're nowhere to be seen doing what you want to do, all this tomfoolery around town, not being a father or an actual man. And now you're happy that women are going to struggle because they were manipulated by men. Now, not all women were manipulated, but a lot of them, most women don't go into this thinking, I'm going to be a single mother. Most women don't think that. Most women aren't having a kid thinking they're going to be doing it alone and trying to make ends meet. No, what usually happens is women get pregnant and they talk to the father of the child, and normally it's, yeah, I'm going to be there, this is so good, all this. And then when responsibility actually falls in your lap, you run away like a little pitch. That's what usually happens. And now you're on here cheering, saying, this is so good, $40. You're disgusting. And I'm glad you posted it on social media so every woman out there can see what you're actually like. Disturbed, misogynistic, and terrible. And I'm not even a hardcore feminist like that. So you can't say, oh, you're some crazy feminist. No, I just know disgusting when I see it. I know a deadbeat when I see it. I know not a real man when I see it. Why? Because I've spent my life around men that aren't real men and men that are amazing men. So I know the difference. And you're the bottom of the barrel, buddy. You wouldn't have to worry about this if you weren't the bottom of the barrel. You wouldn't have to be cheering about $40 coochie if you weren't the bottom of the barrel. You are nothing but a misogynistic douchebag. That's what you are. And women deserve better than you, so I'm glad you posted it for all of them to see so they can see what such of a piece of shiz you are. Happy Thursday.
Please go down in the comment section and share your thought about this video that we're talking about. Go down in the comment section, share your thought, but please, as always, keep it respectful. You're on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thought. Love to know what you guys think. Like, I know, yes, I know I already posted a video last week of one already being happy that the food stamp is going to get caught and all that. But the fact that we're seeing this repeatedly on social media where a lot of these men are happy, and this one is talking about how they're going to get cushy for $40. It just tells you how a lot of men really want to prey on women and the vulnerability of a lot of women. And this is why, like, here on this channel, I always talk about how as women, we should be very intentional with our life, because as much as society has sold us the whole fairy tale of relationship being with the one that loves you, there are really people out there there are a lot of men out there that are just here to prey on a lot of women's weakness. Like the other creator said, whether it's through financial economic struggle or through age, but one way they're just looking for that place of vulnerability, that place of weakness, that place of I can use as a leverage against this one and use it against us as women. And this is why as women, we should, as collective, stop having children with these men. Because one of the reasons why, if you look a lot of the women that we're talking about the food stamp being, and this is no shade to any single mothers or mothers out there that is on food stamp, no. But if you look a lot of these women that are basically talking about this food stamp and how it's going to be hard for them, most of them are mothers that have children that they have to feed, they have to take care of. And this is not me saying that it's not hard for people without children and all that, but when you don't have children, you only have your mouth to feed. But when you have children, 5, 6 children, 3 children that you have to feed for, there's a lot of economic stress on your part as a whole. And this is why, like, as women, I'm always a big advocate, like, do what you want to do, it's your body, but be very intentional before you choose to say, okay, you know what, I want to go ahead and have children. This is the amount of children, because a lot of these men are preying on it. Like this one now probably is a baby daddy to somebody, and they're just praying for that baby mama to be at that weak point, say, yeah, I told you so, I told you you're gonna need a man. These men want us to be at a place where we need them, in quotes, and then crawl back to them and say, please, 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 come, help us, come help us. That's not like, till we start as women, let's stop first having children with this bump and get our life in order. And I know, yes, some of us have gone ahead to have children with this bump, but now those ones that have not, now clock it now, because that man you think loves you, when push comes to shove, is he going to leave you? You're going to be the primary caregiver of those children. And if push comes to shove, it's all going to fall back on you. And are you ready to take that responsibility of keeping those tiny human beings safe and providing for them? Are you ready for that responsibility? Because I think as now as women, we should learn how we should be with the mindset that when we choose to have children, we're going to be a single mom. And this is not me wishing it on anybody, but when you look at the statistic of a lot of women, even some married women are single mom because they are the primary caregiver and they are the ones that literally do 98% of the work raising the kids. So are you willing to do that work? Are you willing to put in that effort mentally, financially, emotionally, that a man like this type of sick men who is not going to take advantage of you? And we've seen men, and I've done videos on this where you see some men, they'll talk about how they want to be with women that are struggling financially because those women, they don't have anywhere to go. And this is why I'm a big advocate as a woman to always get your bag up, to always secure yourself financially, because that's one of the ways they can control you. I've said it a couple of times here, talking about how my dad was a provider father. I'm not even going to take that away from him. He provide everything that we need as kids for my mom and everything. But one thing I saw is how my father controlled and how my father did emotional manipulation through finance for my mom and including me and my sibling. Financial manipulation, financial abuse is a thing. And a lot of these men that are providers or that claim to provide for you, or that claim they want to give you money or they want to be there for you, they are doing it because they want to be able to control you, they want to be able to abuse you with their finance. And this is why, as women, please get your bag up. And that has also shaped my mindset on where I realized that I'm going to look after myself. I'll make sure I take care of myself. And I have to be very intentional with myself, including having children. So, ladies, don't fall for this thing. And I hope those mothers, those women that this food stamp thing is affecting, I hope they find a way and God just find a way for them, because I don't even know how anybody's going to survive. Somebody that has been getting the assistance for years now, it has been taken from them, even especially the fact that they are working. So yeah, I really pray they can do that. But yeah, let's be very intentional with our life as women. Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thought. Love to know what you think about this video. Down in the comment section, go ahead, feel free, share your thought. Love to know what you guys think. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead, feel free, share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see. And that'll be you supporting this channel in this career. So go on, do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.